I'm going to use this free tool Ketcher to create a molecule of 2-amino propanoic acid. First of all, I'm going to go to the single bond and I'm going to create a backbone chain there that's got 4 carbons. That looks quite messy, so I advise you to go to the gear here, the settings, and go to atoms and remove the labels for the carbon and the hydrogen atoms. So we end up with a skeletal formula. Now at the moment that's butane. And what we're going to do is just to put the bonds on. So we're going to add another single bond here and another single bond here. These obviously are methyl groups, so the first methyl group I'm going to convert to amino group by replacing that with a nitrogen atom. On this third carbon here, I'm going to replace this fourth carbon with an oxygen atom and also this with an oxygen atom. I now want a double bond, so I go to the single bond tool and I click on that single bond and it turns it to a double bond. So we now have the skeletal formula for 2-amino propanoic acid. If you want to view all of the atoms, we can go back to this tool again, go to atoms, and again display the labels for the carbons and the hydrogen atoms. It might be that you want different views, so by going to this tool here, you can view the explicit hydrogens. And also, if you go to this tool here at the top, the layout, that's a cleaner structure. For example, if you want your students to identify the chiral center. Finally, to save your structure, go to the save icon here, save as icon, and let's name that amino propanoic acid. I'll put the 2 in front of there for now, and that will save it as a mol file that you can upload to a 3D viewer later. Now it might be that you simply want to copy and paste this into a Word document, so if you choose the select tool and you go to this icon here, the copy icon, that will copy it as an image and you can paste that directly into a Word or a PowerPoint and the green highlights will disappear.